kind of an illiterate fuck, so I needed the video there, right? All right, I just completed the magical side quest of getting USB pass-through on a QVMMU setup. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So I got it's the Linux, and I like using that every day for my everyday shit. It's just way the fuck better. I don't even know what to say. So I like that for my everyday shit. But if I want a video game, sometimes you're gonna need a Windows component for that, just because the way they lock your dick out of a lot of shit. Um, monopolies and all that good stuff. And I don't know, Bill Gates isn't even in the game anymore. Who am I fucking paying this money to, right? So with my old Windows license, I put VirtualMachine on the computer. A lot of you guys that tune in this channel probably know about that. I got first kickoff to just do the VirtualMachine after fellow Canadian person, YouTube personality, the Some Ordinary Gamers fella. After he was describing the bisexual Billy build over a couple of these videos here. So the pass-through, GPU pass-through thing really got my brain going. I was like, that seems like that's the way it is for me, right? That's the way I want to do this shit. And since, I'm going to pick it up, so it's got cords on it. I recently bought one of those VR things, right? And you can still have VR in Linux if you want. You can still have it in the virtual machine if you want. Both those two things aren't very apparent right out of the box, right? So I also had all these other weird things going on. Audio issues, which I'm still having a little bit of, and I'm finding out those are more on the Windows end than on the virtual machine or the Linux end, which is also very frustrating because the thing that you're virtualizing and you're trying to do your best to make that really good is flawed on its own, but that's why I'm not using it as my daily driver. It's fucking a joke anyway. So that's just it being broken, not my machine being broken, which is something else to consider. But yeah, so passing through other PCI ports other than like your graphics card, right? And after you've passed through graphics card, you've established that I want this like whole NVIDIA thing for the Windows, and I've got all these AMD things for the Linux stuff over there, right? And we got a split operating system. I got a tall ways monitor and a wide ways monitor, and they're doing two different things. It keeps my shit simple, right? But what doesn't keep it simple is when certain devices take certain power consumption, certain devices like different lanes of traffic going on your board, and there's, I'm sure, over your head complicated ways to get in the terminal and to like actually like learn what the fuck's going on doing this shit. Also, maybe just some puzzle work, some brain work here. I was just listening to the last bit before this, and it looks like I couldn't quite explain myself. So, without repeating myself, it is a process of elimination. I found the laneway that I needed to exploit off the motherboard by, just plugging in one device at a time into each laneway and seeing if it would boot with the graphics card. So I didn't have to move PCI cards around and shuffle things about and do hardware changes and bust out screwdrivers for anything. So, yeah, I think that's what I was trying to explain there. Just basic process of elimination will take you pretty far in this sort of things. There is a way to regroup hardware groups and write that out. I don't even know where to start, so I didn't do any of that. So yeah, if you're like me and you're still kind of noob-like and you want to do this shit, there's stuff like that. Don't pass through things that say like security function or like real back-end stuff, like when a device shows up from your chipset and all that shit. Like, be pretty careful about what it is you want to pass through, and you should be fine. I mean, like, you can screw it up pretty bad if you're just dumb about it. So just, like anything else, like you fucking pour gasoline in a diesel, you're gonna have a bad time. You pizza and you french fry, you're gonna have a bad time. That kind of deal. So yeah, anyway, that's it for me. Lucky virtual machine and out there. I'll see you in VR chat. Bye-bye. All of this was just so I could, like, take a USB port and plug a cord into it. And it was a terrible device to plug in. Didn't show me anything. Alright, so all of that, just so when you plug some shit in, hopefully this is a good one. There we go.